The Hulk versus Godzilla.
Marvel's Green Goliath against the king of the monsters. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Yeah, death battle. What's wrong with death battle? Well, I mean, Superman does beat Goku though, so
is he man? Is he monster?
I don't see what the complaint is.
He's a mean green smashing machine, the angry son of the Gamma Bomb.
A weapon designed by the greatest Gamma scientist of all, Dr. Robert Bruce Banner.
And Superman will punch the monkey out of Goku. Let's be real. Let's be for real right now. Let's be for real. He punched the monkey out of Goku, bro. Come on.
Just before it went off, Bruce had to be a hero and save some dumb schmuck who was hanging around the test site. Damn it, Rick.
That day, Bruce Banner died.
And became the Incredible Hulk, a pissed off giant who must be really glad Bruce wears the purple stretch fit.
Standing 8 feet tall and stronger than 10 million men, the Hulk emerges when Banner's anger flares.
Don't make him angry. You won't like him when he's angry.
But it's even more complex than that. Banner suffers from dissociative identity disorder, with many different Hulks embodying alternate personalities.
Like Joe Fixit, the original Grey Hulk. He's a cunning gangster and the only Hulk who's got that drip.
The Devil Hulk is a violent, overprotective personality that Banner unintentionally manifested as a result of his father's abuse.
And that backhand is crazy.
Drew this?
But the Hulk everyone knows, the big guy, is known as Savage Hulk. It seems he also developed from parental abuse, hence his childlike personality. Though I'd argue he's more clever than you'd expect.
The angrier he is, the stronger he gets, with no limit.
Except for one, Bruce Banner. See, Banner's relationship with the Hulk is complicated.
Oh, they hate each other.
Mostly. Occasionally they can come to an understanding.
He's taking Goku. Superman's putting Goku right in the Suplex City, bro. Come on. Stop D-riding. Goku ain't all that. He's really not.
The alter best representing this would be the Professor Hulk, a balanced blend of Banner's brain and the Hulk's brawn.
The buffest nerd you'll ever meet. But what about when Bruce takes a step back? If he isn't trying to restrain the Hulk, what do you get?
The Green Scar.
The World Breaker!
Without Bruce's temperament, the Hulk's power and fury surges, mixing Savage's rising strength with the personality and cunning of a warlord. The Green Scar is no mere superhero. He's a king and a conqueror.
Hulk is strong enough to lift 150 billion tons of rock, jump from New Mexico to Florida in a single bound, and shake all the dimensions connected by the crossroads at once. He was pinned down by the spear of Proxima Midnight, which holds the weight of a star, and was fine. And when we say World Breaker, we mean it. While sparring with Red She-Hulk, the two of them shattered a whole planet.
At one point, he was bound in chains forged from the essence of the first firmament, the manifestation of the first universe, which could bind eternity itself. Not even Galactus was capable of saving eternity alone, and the Hulk just broke it. By himself.
Maybe Thor should rethink calling himself the strongest Avenger, especially since the Avengers first assembled because none of them could take down Hulk.
Damn, so the Avengers come from them wanting to jump the Hulk. They really clicked up because they wanted to jump one nigga and they couldn't do it. They got reverse jumped.
On their own.
Speaking of Thor, the Hulk consistently battles on par with him, even when he held the Odin Force, with which he could command his hammer through infinite distances and match the power of Null, who killed countless Celestials. Even without it, Mjolnir can cross the universe in seconds.
Hulk tore a universe apart with just a clap. Good luck with that, Hammer Man.
Yeah,
Well,
Hulk might just have this though.
Than just brute strength.
As the Hulk's power stems from Gamma, he can utilize and absorb it and other radiation.
I mean, it's just teaching me some shit I didn't even know.
Yeah, like regenerating from fatal wounds. Even getting ripped apart by Wolverine barely slows him down.
And the angrier he gets, the more regenerating cells his body produces.
It gets weirder. Did you know that if he absorbs enough gamma, he can shoot lasers from his eyes and read
I did not know.
minds? Oh, also, he can see ghosts and give him a good old-fashioned Hulk smash.
Hulk can break through the boundaries of comic book borders themselves into the empty white between panels, a gutter space beyond time and concept.
What, like how She-Hulk can for some reason break the fourth wall and talk to the reader? Oh, wait, that makes sense now. It's all gamma.
Exactly.
Hey, he slaps Goku too. Hulk slaps Goku too.
In real life, gamma rays are electromagnetic radiation similar to X-rays.
But in Marvel Comics, gamma comes from hell.
On Earth 616, gamma radiation is an electromagnetic frequency that can manifest as either a wave, a particle, or something else. Something that nobody really understands.
Except for Bruce.
That's right. Dr. Banner is a certified genius with 7 PhDs. According to Norman Osborn, he's the 4th smartest person on the planet.
In
4th smartest person on the planet. So who's? I'm guessing the first is Reed Richards. We Tony Stark. Doctor Doom, maybe. Maybe, and then Hulk, and then maybe like Spider-Man. Now there's a lot of smart people. I'll put Spider-Man in my 5.
That's comparing him to big brains like Reed, Doom, and Tony.
Oh, so I was right.
Synchrotron, a machine that can scan
I was
the
right.
entire multiverse
I'm like
at the
that.
speed of a
I'm really
hyperlight.
like that.
He created the Gamma Core, which could rupture space-time between universes. He built an interstellar radio on a deserted planet without any pre-established technology. He wired up Hulk like a starship, piloting him from the mindscape within. He even built an ultimate nullifier. In fact, the original intent of his Gamma Bomb was to be non-lethal, only targeting inorganic material.
But Thunderbolt Ross wanted something with a bit more boom. They can't blame him.
Fearing its ramifications, Banner developed the Gamma Bomb on his own, keeping its design secret. In the process, he tapped into an unknown form of gamma energy that breaks down reality and mutates it beyond actuality. On that fateful day, he opened the Green Door.
You know how we said the bomb killed Bruce? That wasn't some flowery metaphor or whatever. He died and came back as Hulk.
Came back from the below place.
He died
Great
and
demon.
came back as Hulk.
Great fucking demon.
Came back from the below place, the hell beneath hell, the lowest possible dimension of reality.
It's trippy, but whenever Hulk dies, he goes there. Then a green door opens and he goes back to where he was before. Easy as that. It doesn't matter if he's been atomized, sliced up into jars, or digested by werewolves. If he goes through the door, he's back, ready to rumble. The green door did get
What I'm saying is, if we put money on somebody, I'm picking Hulk. You know, first come, first serve. I got Hulk.
locked into a red door, but he's easily broken through it multiple times. Not a problem.
It turns out that third form of gamma, this anomaly from the bedrock of hell, spawns from none other than the one below all, the dark side of the one above all.
That's right, God has a Hulk, and it wants Bruce to bring about the end of all things. But Hulk just said, nah.
So, what is the Hulk?
Nah, bro, I picked him first. You too late. You too late.
For a tortured soul, a super weapon for Armageddon.
Don't overthink it, Wiz. Hulk is Hulk.
Damn.
And Hulk.
Super weapon for Armageddon.
He's stomping Jeff out though.
Wiz. Hulk is Hulk, and Hulk's the strongest one there is.
The year was 1946. The press gathered at Bikini Atoll to witness the power of the nuclear bomb. But many leagues beneath their feet, something ancient stirred.
Godzilla, the king of the monsters. He was pretty pissed off over the worst wake-up ever, so he swam to Japan for one hell of a crash out.
Japan was still recovering from the war.
See, now this is an actual crash out. Not that weak ass way everybody uses it now. Talking about screaming at somebody's a crash. This is a crash out.
seeing this mutilated radioactive
And
monster
fuck all the
towering high
consequences,
like a mushroom
that's the
cloud
crash
wasn't
out.
just frightening, it seemed prophetic. The bomb was just the beginning. Man had sparked the end of times.
Complete with googly eyes and the most epic roar ever.
Shit tough. I ain't gonna
Over
hold
the
you.
years, there have been many iterations of the beast.
Between movies, TV, comics, and cartoons, there's at least 27 different Godzillas stomping around, not including Manila, the Scrappy Doo of kaiju. Sorry, that's insulting to Scrappy Doo.
Despite the variety, Godzilla is somewhat consistent,
His fucking
so
face.
we'll examine his entire history, focusing on the larger releases. In most iterations, Godzilla is a rare theropod that went dormant for millions of years before nuclear bombs mutated it into a gargantuan radioactive monster.
Standing 165 feet tall, at minimum, Goji smashes through skyscrapers with ease. He's so casual about bullets and rockets, they might as well be gnats. And the bombs did so much more than just pump up his size. He's got atomic breath.
A concentrated beam or spray of radioactive heat. With an estimated range of 1,100 miles, it can exceed 500,000 degrees Celsius, almost 90 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
Can we put that in like American terms, please? Like Fahrenheit, feet. We use feet in Fahrenheit. We don't use Celsius in the metric system.
But depending on how much radiation he's absorbed, or life energy from a giant pterodactyl, he can do way more with it.
His red spiral ray is a supercharged version that doubles in heat and power, and spins.
Or he can blast it out of his back and fly. Well, he could
What in the
always
fuck?
spins.
What?
Or
What?
he can blast it out of his back and fly.
Look, even hit a bicycle kick, bro. What is this?
Well, he could always do that, I guess. Look at him go.
With enough energy built up, Godzilla can blast a nuclear pulse out of his whole body, creating a massive wave of atomic destruction.
His breathing laser can even break through dimensions, like when he found himself face to face with a giant mech piloted by Hatsune Miku.
The hell?
There's also a number of era-exclusive powers. Shin Godzilla can fire rays from his tail.
And Hanna-Barbera Godzilla can fire rays from his eyes. Pew, pew.
Effectively a living nuclear reactor, Shin possesses a natural phased array radar that can detect and attack threats automatically. And Godzilla Earth, who grew over 1,000 feet tall across 2,000 years, could make a barrier only penetrable by kaiju that can bypass physics.
And don't forget, Big G can
So,
blow with the best
kaiju bullshit, basically. What is this nigga? Is that Charles Barkley?
of them. After Charles Barkley got him his own pair
Yep.
of Nikes, Godzilla got busy.
You know, it's
Ain't no fucking way.
Barkley got him his own pair of Nikes, Godzilla got
Ain't no fucking way.
busy.
You know, it's kind of hard to emphasize just how impressively terrifying Godzilla can be when you're bringing up this sort of thing.
Oh yeah? Why don't you find a better spokesperson for Dr. Pepper? Fine, let's talk about when his presence boiled the entire Arctic Ocean, or how he picked up and threw Biolante, which weighed 200,000 tons, or when he no-sold not one, not two, but 3 meteors.
Including the Permian period extinction event that happened about 200 million years ago.
Then
I know this ain't the movie one and all, but how can you look at Godzilla and just think that, I think a big ass gorilla, nothing special about this gorilla, it's just a huge gorilla is gonna beat this. How do you even, how?
he went to hell, fought some fucked up versions of God and Satan, and atomic breath at Space Godzilla so hard that he blew up the whole planet. That's scary enough for you? God, I want a Dr. Pepper.
With such awesome might, he's battled the most dangerous of foes, like King Ghidorah and Gigan. In Godzilla vs. Megalon, Gigan flew from the M Hunter Nebula to Earth in 24 seconds, and that nebula is 30,000 light years away.
But sadly, OG Goji got done in by the cruelest weapon ever.
The Oxygen Destroyer. Developed in secret by Dr. Serizawa,
The
this
atomic
weapon
bomb?
could suffocate
Not the atomic
and
bomb.
liquefy molecules. The ramifications of such a weapon were so detrimental, Serizawa took the secrets of its design to his early grave.
He got lucky. It doesn't matter what you throw at Godzilla. He never really dies. You can blow off his head, explode him from the inside, or crush him in a black hole. Then he'll come back.
Or evolve into an even more powerful form. Godzilla's always possessed heightened adaptation, but many iterations clearly showcase instantaneous
Worst looking Godzilla by far, but that movie was dope.
Evolution.
And super forms. He's gone full shonen and powered up a few times. So much so, he almost kicked off a nuclear winter just by existing.
Even the oxygen destroyer could not permanently end the first Godzilla. His ghost possessed a robot, his bones summoned another Godzilla, and he rose as
His ghost possessed a robot.
Just by existing.
Even the his bones summoned another Godzilla, and he rose as an undead revenant hell-bent on destroying Japan.
Okay, why Japan?
Godzilla's got infinite smoke with Japan, bro.
Stomped around the Americas a few times, but it just
I can't think of somebody who has more beef with some. No, this one was the worst looking Godzilla. I'll take that one back about Godzilla 1. I don't know what the fuck they thought they was doing with this movie, but I saw this shit and I was like, what the fuck is that? Because that ain't Godzilla, bro. That is not Godzilla.
insane. Godzilla is intrinsically linked with Japan, a symbol of both their devastation and resilience. A reminder of the threat of nuclear war and what awaits those who peer too deeply into the unknown. But also, Japan.
Man, fuck what they talking about. If I actively know there's something like this that lives in the ocean and just specifically fucks with the country I live in, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm deserting. I'm migrating somewhere else. I'm not living in Japan, bro. I'm not even living in just no, bro. No.
It's in Godzilla's perceived territory. To him, a stomping through Osaka is just another patrol.
He's not always so bad, though. He can be super protective, defending other monsters, his own kid, and sometimes even people. I'd say there's two types of Godzillas: the monster of nature's wrath and the guardian of planet Earth.
Well, there is a third type, but to understand that, we should first answer a question.
Mm-hmm.
How does Godzilla walk?
On two legs, Wiz, obviously.
But according to Square Cube law, those legs should be crushed under his own weight.
Oh god, here we go again.
Here we go with the
Creature
physics.
like Godzilla cannot realistically exist. This proved to be an elusive question for decades, even highlighted in Shin Godzilla, until a new theory was presented in the anime Singular Point. If Godzilla can't exist in our reality, what if he's from a different one?
What? Like he's an alien from another dimension?
Exactly. What if all kaiju come from a higher plane of existence
Nerd.
with no regard for the known laws of physics? This dimension enters our reality in the form of archetype, a transtemporal conceptual particle.
It's that red dust that's floating all over the place.
This archetype can enter any timeline to terraform the Earth and all of reality so that kaiju can exist.
See, they just overcomplicating shit, bro. Just it's big and it walks. How does it walk? We don't know, but it walks. Leave it at that. We ain't gotta have no interdimensional, cross-universal, smoke teleporting in kaiju shit. Just, it is what he is, and it is what it is. It's that easy.
Theoretically explains why various Godzillas appear in so many universes. They all trace back to one singular point: Godzilla Ultima.
Sporting the wide grin of a demonic Oni, Ultima is vicious. Just walking through Tokyo started 1,000 earthquakes around Japan. Even his own blood is a weapon.
Over 300 feet
Damn.
tall and growing ever more as archetype distorts the universe, Ultima's existence implies a far more complex origin for all Godzillas. Godzilla is a test for humanity, a challenge laid out by an eldritch entity from a dimension we are incapable of perceiving or comprehending.
What is that a test for us for? What the fuck we gonna do against that? For what? That just sound like some dick. That's a dick move. That's some hating shit. It really is. That's some God gives his toughest battles to his strongest warriors. We don't want that battle.
It's kind of like how when we move an object and its shadow changes, we get why that happened. But to someone who exists in only a 2D plane, the shadow looks like it just randomly transformed into something totally different. Crazy to think about. Come a really long way from Big Lizard Smash Building, huh?
This shadow, this wannabe god, desires to play with and destroy
If he's doing all this shit that he's doing, is he really a wannabe god at that point? Like, let's not piss him off even more than he is.
every single universe.
And Godzilla is its avatar.
Through Ultima, this entity sees the universe as an interactable fiction and can control causality. Ultima himself is a singular point, one of many gateways through which the entity can tamper with reality.
Think of it this way, if something happens that the entity doesn't like, it can just say, that thing didn't actually happen, and presto, it no longer happened.
That's not to say such an event can't happen.
Exactly. There's no point in us fighting it. We just died. There's nothing we can do.
And nullifies events in retrospect without regard for time.
And
These things
now
is
my
ugly
head
as
hurts.
shit.
TLDR, Ultima tried to bring about a catastrophe that would end the universe in like a week's time. So, a wacky robot and a time-traveling Alexa used a supercomputer and this familiar-looking doohickey,
The orthogonal diagonalizer.
to zap
So-
all of architect.
What?
Used a supercomputer and this familiar-looking doohickey,
The orthogonal diagonalizer.
to zap all of
Orthogonal Hold on.
Alexa used a supercomputer and this familiar-looking doohickey,
The orthogonal diagonalizer.
to
The
zap all
orthogonal diagonalizer.
of archetype into its final form, cutting off the entity's connection to the universe.
But not killing it. Because while each Godzilla has its differences, one thing remains certain.
Godzilla is immortal, and that makes him the king.
Look at the skulls, gaze into their eyes. Now you are completely hypnotized. You've fallen into my evil trap. I order you right now, go to deathbattle.gg.
Wiz, it didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work, bro.
What? No, Boomstick, this is terrible. How can I get them to go to the Death Battle website?
Just tell them about all the cool Death Battle stuff they'll find, like a bunch of exclusive merch, every episode ever, even ones not on YouTube, and a bunch of behind the scenes.
All right, you heard him. Don't make a liar out of Boomstick. Go to deathbattle.gg.
Alright, G.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all.
Alright, so you got. I'm taking Hulk. I'm taking Hulk. Oh, you got Godzilla? Alright, bet. LS. Alright, I got Hulk.
All possibilities.
I mean, I don't know, bro, because Godzilla do seem a little old pianist. A Hulk, you know what? I got Hulk. I'm staying with who I had at first.
Death Battle!
I ain't switching up. I'm staying real.
Godzilla has reached the city. So far, the evacuation is... Wait, look!
Is that Rivals Hulk? See? This is why I don't want to live. See? Hold on. That right there is why I can't live in the superhero world. That right there. I'm in work. I'm chilling. I'm finna get off work. Finna get off work. I look outside and I see this big ass green thumb fighting an even bigger skeleton looking lizard. And he picks up my car that I'm probably still paying off and chucks it into the lizard's face. What's that bullshit, man?
All right, Hulk. Time for me to take over. We don't want any trouble.
No! Hulk stays!
Oh, damn.
You think you're strong? I scan the
Hey. Someone hit the quarter, ain't it? Come on, bro. This is actually tough, though. It's tough. Damn. At the end?
Stupid lizard. I think I understand.
It's been days since the battle began, and the red dust is spreading. Godzilla has grown in size, but we believe we are...
You are dead. Why are you even out there for? Come on now. Motherfuckers don't make smart decisions.
How does it work?
Well, smash. A million.
A car
trillion
for
to
what,
one
though?
and rising. That's the odds. Chance to nullify the madness behind the monster. 2 + 2 is 5. A right angle is 80 degrees. This element is beyond what we can perceive. Like gamma. 1,000 times. A million. A trillion. I just need one.
Damn. He just got fisted. That's tough. I know that hurt too.
You did it, big guy. We did it.
KO! Okay, run this by me.
Guess who won?
What happened?
It's complicated, so let's break this down into 3 categories. First up, power. Most versions of Godzilla can shrug off black holes and extinction level events, tag beyond light speed foes like Gigan, blow up planets. However, the Hulk is beyond that.
The big guy clapped a universe to bits and shook the infinite dimensions linked to the crossroads. In a straight fight with a classic Godzilla, 616 Hulk smashes the power advantage.
But factoring in Ultima changes things. The entity sees all of space-time and
Hey,
can
man.
manipulate its
That's just how science works. That's just science, bruh.
results
Pay attention in class.
at a whim. No matter how strong the Hulk got, Ultima could potentially negate it.
But Hulk broke chains made of the first firmament, which could overwhelm eternity.
An abstract concept of a being not entirely unlike Ultima's entity.
Even a small piece of the first firmament could break the multiverse. Plus, Hulk kept up with Odin Force Thor, who is also on a celestial level of power.
So the gap in power becomes nebulous. Still, unless Hulk could remove Ultima
I understood. I understood what was happening. I understood.
from the equation, neither held a clear advantage in power and stats.
Especially when you look at their immortality.
This was practically a never-ending death loop. Even with their healing factors, both could technically kill each other, but then just come right back.
The green door instantly appears when Hulk goes to the below place, and the higher dimensional entity could always summon a replacement Godzilla avatar. So both Hulk and Godzilla could not stay dead.
Unless they could somehow prevent
It was the cross dimension thing that when he with the avatar and stuff, you know, and all that.
What was happening in those other dimensions. So let's examine the layers of their multiverses. Marvel's cosmos has infinite higher dimensions, which themselves are transcended by the astral plane, the superflow, and so on until you reach the House of Ideas, the domain of the one above all.
Since the one below all mirrors the one above all, the below place mirrors the House of Ideas. Get it?
In comparison, the cosmos of Godzilla's multiverse is just as vast and infinite, but does not have the same sort of transcending layers above and below. This means the below place, the Hulk's respawn point and source of power, is out of
Lying
the
my ass
entity's
off.
reach.
So the real question is, if they both can't die and Ultima's entity can't affect the below place, could Hulk somehow stop the entity before it destroyed the universe?
It all comes down to Gamma and Archetype. Ultima was defeated in the anime by using a trans-temporal superdimension calculator operating at infinite speeds to activate the orthogonal diagonalizer, turning
Right.
Archetype against itself.
Your orthogonal diagonalizer.
Ultima endlessly spews this stuff, so there's plenty to work with. And Hulk can reach into comic book gutter space, so he should be able to reach through a singular point. But that's not enough.
Fortunately for Hulk, it just so happens he knows someone who, like scientists who have defeated Godzilla in the past, is an expert on particles from a greater dimension that mutate reality beyond our understanding.
Who made a device with those particles that breaks space-time, like the diagonalizer? Who made a supercomputer
Diagonal
that scanned the
diagonalizer.
infinite multiverse with the speed of a hypermind, like the dimension calculator? Hell, the guy made an interstellar radio out of sticks and stones in a matter of days, and even built an ultimate nullifier. It's like he was made for this.
The Green Door waits for no Hulk, including Banner. Even if Ultima's catastrophe destroyed the universe, the door could deposit Banner in a different universe and he could continue the fight.
He had all the time in the infinite multiverse.
There was only one way this could end, and only one person who could make it so.
Even among gods and monsters, man was the Ultima weapon.
The winner is Bruce Banner.
Next time on Death Battle.
Episode 200.
Subscribe and join us.
Yeah, I ain't got no idea who either of those characters are. I'm not even, no clue what just happened on the screen at all.